Ashlee Jenae's friend pretty much took it to social media to defend Joe McCann. You know, this story is really taking a twist because anytime people die, right, I notice a pattern. You start seeing people come out of the woodworks claiming that they're friends with people. This is something that I noticed a long time. As soon as you come in, guys, make sure you hit the like button one time. So, Ashlee Jenae's friend decide to come to social media to defend the alleged killer. We got to talk about it. See this video floating around. I decided to to pretty much tackle the situation. Share my expert opinion on exactly what I see, so that you, the viewer, are able to make sense of this situation. If you've been following the series of videos, a lot of people seem to be interested in my commentary in regards to this particular case. So I want to talk about this friend of Ashlee. I don't trust her, and neither should you. I think that she's an opportunist. She may possibly be trying to shoot her shot with Joe now that Ashlee's out of the way. Or maybe she had an affair with Joe and Ashlee found out. Because I'm trying to figure out, if this is your friend and she passed away, why you don't see no tears? Why you don't see her crying? You don't see her showing no emotion. It's like you don't see Ashlee's family showing any emotion. You don't see Ashlee's friends showing no emotion. Nobody had no real love for Ashlee, y'all. All of these people seem to be heartless and cold. And they're all trying to capitalize off of her death. That's why here at Ringo TV Reactions, we try to do these breakdowns in a way where we can have this conversation, right? And I can talk about these issues because most of you've been having these conversations as well. Maybe on the job, maybe with friends, family. And some of the things that I probably talk about, you probably already done agree. You probably said the same thing, like, whoa, wait a minute, bro, I agree 100%. That's true. Where does friend just come out of the blue? And why on her social media, you don't see her and Ashlee? You don't see her and Ashlee together. So where did she come from? I'm going to show you her in a minute, gang. Give me a minute. I'm going to show you her in a minute. Because I have the laptop. I have the laptop set up right here, so you guys know what I'm talking about. This particular woman, she claimed that she's Ashlee's friend. Now, you know that's cap. Everybody want to be Ashlee's friend now. Everybody want to come out of the woodworks and claim they Ashlee's friend. What if she's the one who set Ashlee up? What if she got Ashlee killed? Because she's defending Joe. Now, what good friend would be defending a man that haven't even cooperated with the media? He haven't cooperated with Ashlee's family. He haven't talked about nothing. So why is she defending him? Let's play the tape. Let's play the tape. Hit that like button.
So I don't typically do these kind of videos. I'm just not like a TikTok, Instagram person. I prefer to watch than to make videos. but there's a topic very close to home, and that is about my friend, Ashlee Jenae. There's a lot of talk about her around on the internet, and as someone who's known her since about 2022, everything that everybody's saying couldn't be further from the truth of who she was as a person. And it's bad enough finding out and having this be the way that I found out about Ashlee and everything that she's been through. But it's almost traumatizing to see how people talk about her in the midst of this devastating loss. I'm just going off script, but the goal of me making this video is for me to kind of...
Did you catch that? Did you catch that part? She's going off script. When I tell you, these people, man, all these people are suspects. Look at her face, gang. She was jealous of Ashlee, fam. Look at her face. This woman was jealous. You was jealous the whole damn time. You was jealous. She was jealous of Ashlee, fam. Look at her face. Do that look like a friend? No. I could read people, man. This woman is as fake as they come, bro. A snake. A lot of you ladies better be careful with these type of people. You better be careful. A lot of these people are out here. They be smiling in your face, calling you, hey girl, hey, how you doing? And the whole time, they trying to take you out. Trying to take your spot. Trying to take your man.
But it's almost traumatizing to see how people talk about her in the midst of this devastating loss. I'm just going off script, but the goal of me making this video is for me to kind of explain to you who she was, because of all the videos where people are assuming what happened to her, or assuming it was her partner, or assuming things that they don't know. You guys aren't even spelling her name right in half of these videos. You guys aren't even pronouncing her partner's last name right in half of these videos. And you guys create videos with so many opinions where you're 10 toes down on what you're saying. And it's hurtful to the family who knew her. It's hurtful to the friends that knew her. It's hurtful to her family. It's hurtful to anybody who's trying to get a genuine update that loves and cares about her, because she was a phenomenal person. She was a fucking phenomenal person. Excuse my language. I don't know if I could post it like that, but she was a phenomenal person. She was funny. She was a girl's girl. She would make sure you got home if we went out drinking. She was about black women. She was about her black people. So all this stuff about her being with a white man, okay, that's who she chose to be with. You guys are pulling up messages from back in 2011, 2013, when she was still a child. She's worked hard for where she is. Just because you can't relate to her doesn't mean you should dehumanize her, right? We are already talking about dehumanizing people across the fucking world in genocides, but we dehumanize this person because they don't live a lifestyle. Hold on. Because they don't live a lifestyle that you agree with, or they both loved each other. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong, but let's allow the police to do their job. Hi. Let's allow the police to do their job instead of jumping to conclusions. Let's think about this for a second. Let's play this hypothetical theory of a game, right? I'm going to turn back around because this is a busy road over here. Let's play this game. The same way that the entire internet is showing hate, envy. Hi. Hello.
See that dog that's barking already know she's full of shit. The dog already know. Listen, how many of you got pets? How many of you got dogs, cats? Your pet know when somebody's full of shit. Your dog, when your dog go outside and somebody's walking by, your dog already picked up on the energy. Your cat, when somebody come by the house, that cat already know that that friend you got is no good. Sometimes your cat try to warn you. Your dog will try to warn you, telling you, get out, leave that person alone. So while she's walking to the street, lying, that dog already picked up the energy. If we could speak dog language, that dog just told her she's full of shit. Literally, that dog just spoke. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get back to the content.
Instead of jumping to conclusions, let's think about this for a second. Let's play this hypothetical theory of a game, right? I'm going to turn back around because this is a busy road over here. Let's play this game. The same way that the entire internet is showing hate, envy, hi, hello, hate, envy, jealousy at this beautiful, successful Black woman and her age gap successful partner. Because mind you, Ashlee was also doing her own thing. She had her own life outside of Joe. They added to each other's lives. Consider that. We don't know what happened. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying allow the cards to play out. Because if he didn't do it, then not only are you guys dehumanizing Ashlee, whose life was taken away from her potentially, but then also the man who I'm sure if he had no hand in this, he's grieving terribly and he's gonna
What?
come to the conclusion, look how much his life is ruined when it was supposed to be the best experience of his life. What I'm saying is we don't know. Let's not jump to conclusions. Okay?
Now she's telling us not to jump to conclusions, right? Okay, listen to this.
Consider this. All this envy and hate in the world. What if somebody's seeing this beautiful chocolate woman being proposed to by her older, very wealthy partner? You've seen that picture of her feeding the giraffe with those evil eyes watching her, the same way that I see the evil eyes on the internet condemning her when she's a victim, potentially. I knew Ashlee, I didn't know her to do something like this, so I might be leaning more into something happened to her, but this is all speculation. This is just from the person that I knew her to be. This isn't like her. She's not one to put up with someone mistreating her. So I don't know. I just know that you guys know less than I do, and I've known her for years. I know of Joe. I knew personally. I knew Ashlee. And all I'm saying is that a lot of questions are up in the air. Don't blame anybody, because for all we know, it was hotel staff that separated them. What about that? Jealous eyes. They separate this beautiful chocolate woman who's about to live.
This demon just told us not to judge Joe. She's protecting Joe, y'all. In 4K. This alleged friend of Ashlee is defending the alleged killer. She told us not to judge. Let things play its course. But then she flipped it and tried to blame the hotel. Are you seeing this? Let's rewind it back, man. Again, hit the like button. Let's go.
This isn't like her. She's not one to put up with someone mistreating her. So I don't know. I just know that you guys know less than I do, and I've known her for years.
Cat.
I know of Joe. I knew personally. I knew Ashlee, and all I'm saying is that a lot of questions are up in the air. Don't blame anybody, because for all we know, it was hotel staff that separated them. What about that? Jealous eyes. They separate this beautiful chocolate woman who's about to live her dream life and her fiance, and then she goes up dead. Who's to say that it was Ashlee? Who's to say that it was Joe? What if it was the hotel staff? We don't know. Stop blaming people when you don't know what happened. Give them a chance to investigate. And remember, innocent until proven guilty. Stop shaming people. And Ashlee was a great fucking person. Stop trashing her. You don't know her. You never knew her. Stop being so depraved. Staff. We don't know. Stop blaming people when you don't know what happened. Give them a chance to investigate. And remember, innocent until proven guilty. Stop shaming people. And Ashlee was a great fucking person. Stop trashing her. You don't know her. You never knew her. Stop being so depraved. The only thing that's stronger than hate is love.
Now, these are some text messages where she's trying to prove that her and Ashlee was friends. Anybody could make this up. Anybody could throw this into a image app, a photo app, and they can make this up. That don't mean nothing. Anybody could do that. But I wanted you to see the video so that we could break all of this stuff down. Make sure you hit the like button as soon as you come in the building. Share the video, tell a friend. Ashlee Jenae's friend decides to defend Joe McCann, the man who is a suspect, the man who haven't even talked to the public about the situation. He haven't cooperated with the family. She's defending him. So what does all this mean? It means that she may have been in an affair with Joe. Think about it. Ashlee is gone. She's trying to protect Joe. Why? So she could take her place. She's basically letting Joe know, I got you. Don't worry about it. I know people talking about you. I know people saying this. I'm gonna back you up. Let's blame the hotel. What friend would do that? What friend would blame the hotel rather than the man that she's with? Come on now. How could anybody take this woman serious? I don't believe that woman is her friend. I believe that woman may have set up Ashlee. That woman could have been low-key an agent that may have allegedly been a part of this plot to take Ashlee out. Because on her social media, there are no photos of her and Ashlee. None. There's nothing of that woman and Ashlee on social media. I checked her page. I thoroughly checked her page. I'm like, okay, surely I'm gonna find one photo, right, that can verify that they're good friends. There's not one photo of them two together. And this is why I always tell you guys, normally when people die, people come out of the woodworks. Hey, me and that person, we was good friends. I know them. No, they don't. They trying to get clout off that person. It's just like if you get rich today and you come into a large sum of money, you're going to have a lot of people coming out of the woodworks claiming they your family. That's what normally happens. You're going to have people knocking your door saying, I'm your cousin. No, you're not. And even if you are, I don't want to know you. You weren't here before. You started coming around once you saw me get to some money. You know what I mean? I'm the type that'll cut everybody off. I don't care. Straight up. I got to protect my peace and my energy. I have to enjoy my solitude. I don't want no demons around me. Once I sense that somebody got that negative energy and they got a demon on their back, I cut them off immediately. I don't have no time for that mess. This particular woman clearly was jealous of Ashlee. She was in secret competition with Ashlee. She felt she looked better than Ashlee. And now that Ashlee is out of the way, she's actually happy about that because now she get her shot with Joe. She most likely is communicating with Joe behind the scenes because she says she know Joe. So if she know who he is, probably already got the number. Now there's a lot of stuff going on all over the internet right now in regards to Ashlee. They're saying that she was once in the clubs on the pole. This is what they're saying, guys. I'm just reporting the news. They're saying all sorts of stuff. And that's what she's trying to bring up. Like, why everybody's speaking negative. She called it dehumanizing. Nobody's dehumanizing Ashlee. People are trying to get down to the nitty gritty. We're trying to find out what's going on because she didn't deserve to die. Even if she was a swirler, even if she was a divester, I saw comments and posts of her saying things in regards to black men. I don't care. If she didn't like black men, that's her preference. I don't care about that. What I'm trying to focus on is the case in regards to why she was murdered and provide content where we could talk about these issues and people can share their thoughts. So I'm not here to jump on the bandwagon like other YouTubers who just want to bash her because she was a swirler or she was a divester or she didn't like black men. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You like who you like. That have nothing to do with me, right? I'm not some insecure dude that's crying on YouTube because a black woman choose white men over me. I don't care. That's not making me no money. That's not providing me no peace. What I'm trying to look at is, who is this woman and where did she come from? And how much they paying her? How much are they paying this woman? How much they paying her? How much they paying her to come out of the woodworks claiming that she's Ashlee's friend? I don't trust this woman at all. Some of you guys, you might be like, but she look good, she look cute. Fam, the devil will come to you looking cute. That's why a lot of you guys always get played by women, because you look at how they look on the outward exterior. And that's why you dudes are so thirsty, you always fall in the traps. That's why the devil is able to lure you in through an attractive woman. You know what I mean? And next minute you getting robbed or unalive somewhere because you thirsty. You know what I mean? This woman is lying. She's not Ashlee's friend. That's one of Ashlee's enemies, man. I can see it. I can feel the energy through the video. She's coming under the guise of stop dehumanizing Ashlee Robinson. First of all, nobody dehumanized that woman. I'm on the case trying to get justice for Ashlee. I've been breaking down this situation, and literally everything I put out thus far been on point. I'm not like these other content creators that are looking for the clicks and the views. I actually provide content and good commentary for the listener. This woman is not a friend. She didn't show us no photos of her and Ashlee together. You would have thought that if she would have said, oh, me and Ashlee as friends, you would have saw photos of them two or photos of her and the family. She claimed, according to her, that she got to know Ashlee in 2021, 2020, somewhere around there. That's not a long-time friend. I'm sorry, 5-6 years, that's not a long-time friend. That's a short relationship. You understand? And she's also into that type of lifestyle, that glamour life on social media, wanting to be the top girl, the pretty girl, you know? Ain't no telling what's in her mind, what's going on in her thoughts. But I don't believe this woman. I think that this woman may be involved, allegedly, because for her to defend Joe speaks volumes. It speaks volumes, man. Shout out to Rise Above Anything for the $2 support. Says she's the frenemy, and it's sad. That's exactly what she is. She's a frenemy. She's not a real friend. She's a frenemy. She always been secretly jealous of Ashlee's lifestyle. See, what a lot of you ladies got to understand is this. A lot of times, the women you hang around, they're not really your friends. They not. I know that's, you want to get them the benefit of the doubt, but if you the woman that's attractive, you got some money, you got connections, you travel, you all over, and the friends you keep, they don't really got it like you. Not that you think you better than everybody and you boasting. They just not where you are. 99.9% of the chance they're jealous of you. And the only reason why your friends are able to even enjoy their life is because of you. Your generosity, you footing the bill, you flying them out, you letting them tag along in your success. Meaning, if you were to cut them off, they wouldn't even be able to even be in the spotlight without you. But the truth is, they never really liked you. They were always jealous of you. But you kept them around because you're trying to give these people the benefit of the doubt. You got to be wise out here when you're dealing with people. Because I'm telling you, it is very rare to find good people that truly rock with you from the heart. A lot of people only rock with you for what they could get. They'll be cool with you as long as something they could benefit from. Once you cut them off, they got a bunch of negative things to say about you now. But with this woman, her first mission statement is to clear Joe McCann's name. That's a red flag. Why? Who paid her? Because when you go to her social media, it ain't even popping. Ain't nothing popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't got nothing going on. So I'm trying to figure out why she's speaking and why she's clout chasing off of Ashlee by claiming that she's her friend when there's no proof of Ashlee and this woman. There's no proof of that. If you're her friend, why we don't see you and her in photos? Why? And why she told us not to blame Joe. She said that Joe is grieving. Joe is not grieving. Joe is celebrating. Because Ashlee most likely caught Joe out in Africa messing around with girls, messing around possibly with young boys. You never know. You never know what she's seen that made her flip. She probably saw something diabolical, something crazy, and flipped. And that man was busted, caught. He was like, you know what? I got to take you out. I can't let you live and tell the world what you seen me do. Nah, you got to go. Yeah, I know I proposed to you. I know we were engaged. I know we had some fun. But I can't afford to let you live. Not when you know about my dark secrets. Because again, when you look at Joe McCann, when I look at him, I see a dark person, a demon, a person who done things to women already. This is not his first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? He looked like one of them type of guys women should not even be around. They shouldn't even be around this dude. And being that he got money, he could pay people off. But for some reason, Ashlee was possibly under a spell, a love spell, a ritual. Something was done to take Ashlee by the hand and lure her down to Africa in order for that man to kill her, allegedly. Because when I look at this case, there's no one else to blame. Joe is guilty. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We need Joe to just turn himself in, because this is a clear-cut case. Anybody trying to defend Joe is a suspect too. So I would say that this woman is another suspect. Suspect number 3, the friend of Ashlee. The parents are also suspects too. A lot of you donated money to their GoFundMe. I keep telling y'all, stop sending money to the GoFundMe. Stop sending money. Did you see the mother crying? Did you see the mother crying for her daughter up to now? No. Did you see the father crying? No. When I tell you guys, I've done countless videos about stories like this over the years. I've been on YouTube since 2006. 2006. I've done many stories just like this. And it's the same old, same old. The parents come out, they start begging for money, and they don't even cry for their children. Where's the rest of the family? Nobody's really grieving. It's all one big act. One big show. Ashlee had enemies, man. Again, we're trying to, when we do these videos, right? Because I got to make sure I explain myself for the viewer. I'm aware of the sensitivity of this type of topic when it relates to the sexes. White man, black woman. It kind of bring back the gender war of 2012 to about 2015 on social media, where black men, black women going back and forth. What I'm trying to do is speak on the topic in the context of just focusing on the issue. I don't got time for all of that. Oh, she like white men. Oh, let me just start bashing her. Oh, that's good for her. What happened to her? I'm not with all of that goofy stuff. Because we see that on social media right now, where you got men literally saying what happened to her serves her right. That's crazy. Like, that's the wrong approach. Because it can happen either way. You could have had a black dude who was with a white woman. He'd turn up dead. I'm sure black men wouldn't like if they see black women saying, oh, that's great that he died. That's so damn evil to say. Like, why would you say that? Because a black man can kill a black woman. A black woman could kill a black man. Just the other day, you had a black man that killed 8 of his babies. That's sick. You understand? There's a lot of evil going on. You had some YNs out in New York that unalive a teen, beat him up, then kill him. It's a lot of evil in the world. So when it comes to topics like this, let's focus on the clues, the facts, put the puzzle together, and leave all the nonsense out of it. I don't care if she was a divester. I don't care if she's a part of a divester community, a swirler community. I'm not here to entertain all of that garbage. What I'm trying to focus on is, why is this friend defending an alleged killer? Why? And how much was she paid to do this? How much? How much was she paid? Because she told us not to judge Joe. And then she told us maybe the hotel did it. That's a red flag, guys. She know Joe did it, but she want us to shift blame. Word on the street, the hotel is saying, hey, we didn't have nothing to do with this. So everybody right now is shifting blame. That's what's going on right now. The hotel folks is saying, we didn't have nothing to do with this. Joe is like, I don't know. I didn't have nothing to do with this either. She harmed herself. The friend is telling us not to judge Joe. The family says we need answers. Everybody's running around in circles right now. This is why this kind of content is very important. Because it allows us a place where we could break things down and put things together. Where is Joe? And why Joe haven't given a public statement? Is he so high and mighty, so above reproach, that he cannot speak when he was engaged? Unless that whole engagement was fake. It was fake, guys, like I told you. Go back to my first or second video that I did, and I mentioned that the proposal was fake. It was all for social media. It was all to sell the illusion of success, the illusion of a fantasy. You understand? And, or maybe when it was done, Ashlee thought it was real. And then Joe probably told her, look, I was just playing around, just trying to help, celebrate your birthday, make you feel good. And she probably took that to heart. Like, I thought you were serious. I thought you really wanted to be with me. So you mean to tell me you just embarrassed me on social media? Think about that. What if out in Africa somewhere, many people do that? They do these resort things and they feed in the zebras and all this other garbage. And he just proposed to her as like a fantasy, like something to just make her feel good, like a princess. She thought he was real because that's probably her first time experiencing that. And then he broke the news to her and was like, I was just playing. You was playing. So we're not really engaged? No, I was just doing that to have fun, You thought No. So that could have broke her heart. That could have sent her over the edge. Now, again, I'm not saying that she took her life. That's not what I'm saying. I don't believe that. I believe that he did her in. There's multiple factors in this case. Whatever happened, it's recorded. Whatever happened that night, on that day, whoever was in that hotel that was next door to her, they know. The hotel staff know. The cameras in the hallway know. Joe definitely know. And or her cell phone may know. Because a lot of times, if a woman is in danger, she'll pop open her phone to make it record. Even secretly, And this is why I don't believe the narrative of Ashlee asking for a phone charger. I don't believe that. Whoever believed that is crazy. I don't believe that. Grown woman would not be asking staff for a charger. That don't work like that. Go buy one. You got money. Why are you asking for a charger for when you could go buy one? Right? It don't make no sense. So, based on what I'm looking at, they took her phone They took her phone. If we don't hear no news of the family getting her personal belongings back, her cell phone and everything, then you know something's wrong. And even if they get it back and they're able to gain access to the phone, if everything is deleted, that means that Joe is definitely behind this because he most likely deleted all the evidence. But now here's the thing. Even if the phone was deleted, you can still recover all the data from the phone. At least I know how to do that. I'm a tech, so I know how to use technology to gain access to the files. I know how to do that. So even if he somehow deleted everything, it can be restored. You know, police do it all the time. You know, the feds, they do this all the time. That's why it don't make no sense you delete anything, because they got the technology that can restore anything you delete. Remember, it's still there. Even though you delete it, it's still on your phone, guys. That's why you got to be very careful what you have on your phone, because your phone is a memory bank, like your brain. Your brain stores all the data. You'll never forget it. It's in your mind. You understand? You just got to recall it. Sometimes you'll forget things, and if you keep thinking and thinking, your brain will pull back up the file, and you'll remember. So Ashlee most likely recorded either her death, recorded the fight, because she's not going to be fighting with Joe and didn't have her phone recording. Something had to record. And being that it was recorded, that most likely drew Joe to the edge to make him unalive her, because the proof was there. He would be going to prison and lose everything that he got. So the best thing to do is orchestrate an alibi, a new narrative, pay the hotel, pay the media, pay whoever he got to pay. Even that woman that was on the screen claiming that she's her friend. Because right after Ashlee died, I'm talking about right after the news broke, the friend popped up with a video. The friend popped up with a video immediately. How? Because Joe allegedly paid her to go to social media, to do his dirty work. Ain't no telling how many other women is under his payroll. She came on to speak against anybody that's speaking on Ashlee. Her caption reads, "Stop dehumanizing Ashlee Robinson. I knew Ashlee Jenae. You guys don't know what you're talking about." So basically, she's basically saying we're just dumb. Our voice don't mean nothing. We shouldn't be talking. Does that make sense? A friend would want us to talk, to bring awareness to the case so that we can bring these killers or whoever did this to Ashlee to justice. But instead, Ashlee is saying not to judge Joe. Give Joe a pass. Let the police handle it. That's not the sign of a friend. That's an op right there. That's somebody that was jealous of Ashlee, and they're happy that Ashlee is dead. Let me play the tape back from the top. I'm just going to play the audio. I already showed the video on the camera. I'm just going to let the audio play so you guys can hear it. I can break it down.
So I don't typically do these kind of videos. I'm just not like a TikTok, Instagram person. I prefer to watch than to make videos. But there's a topic very close to home.
You're right about that. You're 100% right about that. This sounds like the Shanquella Robinson case, the story all over again. It's the same story all over again, guys. I don't know. Matter of fact, guys, did Shanquella lose her life in the same month? Look it up. Let me see if I can find it. Because this is crazy. Let me see if I can find this. Because I don't know what's going on with this mess. This is crazy. When did Shan... Oh, that was October. That was October 29th. But it's the same MO. It's the same narrative, the same thing. A black woman who had her whole future ahead of her, and because her friends were jealous, they lured her down there so they could beat her up and kill her. And then everybody covered up her death in order to harvest her energy, take away everything she worked on, and it made the people feel good to know that she's in a box. When I tell you, man, you guys, man, have to be very careful. You listen, you ladies, you brothers, if you're the kind of person who is working on something, you got a business, you're in college, you just bought some property, you're on your way, or you just became successful. You've been working your whole life. You finally started to experience the good life. Finally, after years of struggling, you got to be careful with who you hanging around, man. Because everybody's not happy for you, man. I'm telling you from experience. Even your neighbors are jealous of you, fam. Don't talk to your neighbors, dog. For real, man. Stay to yourself. It doesn't mean something wrong with you, you're antisocial. Stay to yourself. Don't trust nobody. Even your neighbors, bro, will be in competition with you. Trying to compete with you. They're jealous of you. Mad because you have a nice car. Mad because your house is bigger. Mad because your yard look better. Mad because your plants look nice. Mad at you. You don't even talk to these damn people. But they mad. They've been trying to compete with you year after year, and you keep outdoing them. And you're not even trying. You're not even trying to compete with nobody. You just living your life, and they're mad at you. All I'm saying, stay to yourself, continue to shine, continue to grow, and just do you. Because you cannot trust these damn demons out here. You can't trust them. Ashlee had people that wanted her lifestyle. She probably put some other women on by giving them some game on how to meet dudes, how to meet men, how to meet successful men. Again, I'm not here to pander towards a specific group. I'm not here pandering towards women or pandering towards men. I'm not with all of that goofy stuff. I'm trying to focus on the kind of work she was into, the kind of content she put out, and the kind of women that rocked with her. She had a following of women that wanted to meet rich men, primarily a white man. And she felt she found that particular man. And it turns out that particular man that she had all these high expectations for turned out to be a devil. So what that says to women, that ought to speak volumes to the women in that community that although you may want this rich white man, the grass ain't always green on the other side. It's not. You know? You got to be careful out here. You got to be very, very careful and know who's who. Let's get back to the content. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel.
So I don't typically do these kind of videos. I'm just not like a TikTok, Instagram person. I prefer to watch than to make videos. But there's a topic very close to home, and that is about my friend Ashlee Jenae. There's a lot of talk about her around on the internet, and as someone who's known her since about 2021.
2021? Woman, you're not her friend. You known her from 2021. There is no way that you're her friend. There's no way. This woman is not her friend. This is an opportunist who is happy that Ashlee is gone and out the way. And for all we know, she set Ashlee up. For all we know. For all we know, this woman may have had a hand to play in this situation. That's why I said, gang, you got to put the clues together. Find out who all the suspects are. Her playing the friend is to break your barrier, your guard, so you could bring your guard down. And next minute, you on her page going, my condolences. Sorry to hear that about your friend. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not doing none of that. I have discernment, and I'm able to look at the content and the body language, and I could tell that this woman has always been jealous of Ashlee. Look at her face. You see that? Look at her face, gang. That woman always been jealous of Ashlee. She's not her friend. This woman been in secret competition with Ashlee the whole time. The body language, the facial expression, that is not the sign of a person who lost a good friend. I don't see no tears. I don't see no crying. I don't see no emotion. All I see is an opportunist. Somebody who is trying to get some clicks and some views.
2021, 2022. Everything that everybody's saying couldn't be further from the truth of who she was as a person.
So she's saying that everything that everybody's talking about in regards to Ashlee is wrong. That we're all wrong. Her video didn't help the situation because she didn't add no value to what's going on. She's basically telling us we shouldn't judge Joe. She basically said Joe didn't do it. That's crazy.
And it's bad enough finding out and having this be the way that I found out about Ashlee and everything that she's been through. But it's almost traumatizing.
The constant touching her hair is a sign of her feeling herself, focusing on what she looked like, feeling that she's better. She's not grieving. She's competing. She's trying to get her numbers up. She's trying to get into the algorithm off the death of Ashlee.
To see how people talk about her in the midst of this devastating loss. I'm just going off script, but the goal of me making...
She's going off script. That means this is a script. I told you, man. Everything that you see on social media, man, a lot of it be scripted. These people be using scripts when they talk on camera. She's just playing her part, y'all. She's working with Joe. She's working with Joe, guys. This is crazy, man. This woman really thought that she could fool us? Nah. I can see right through you. I can see the devil in her, fam. There's a demon in her, bro. A demon of hate. She never liked Ashlee. Matter of fact, she thought she looked better than Ashlee. And she's literally kind of confused as to how Ashlee was able to pull it off to get with Joe. And now that Ashlee's out of the way, it put her now in a position where she could probably be the new replacement. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
This video is for me to kind of explain to you who she was, because of all the videos where people are assuming what happened to her, or assuming it was her partner, or assuming things that they don't know. You guys aren't even spelling her name right in half of these videos. You guys aren't even pronouncing her partner.
Who the hell cares about spelling, grammar, and all this other mess? Who cares? Who cares? You worried about how we spell her name? First of all, she went by Ashlee Jenae when her name is Ashlee Robinson. You understand? So she was hiding her true name. Right? Who cares how people pronounce or spell? We know what we're talking about. The issue we got is, why are you defending Joe? Why is she defending Joe and saying that Joe didn't take her out? How much are they paying her?
Last name right in half of these videos, and you guys create videos with so many opinions where you're 10 toes down on what you're saying, and it's hurtful to the family who knew her. It's hurtful to the friends, the friends that knew her. It's hurtful to her family. It's hurtful to anybody who's trying to get a genuine update that loves and cares about her, because she was a phenomenal person. She was a fucking phenomenal person. Excuse my language. I don't know if I can post it like that. But
no tears, no crying, no emotion, nothing. This is like all staged, guys. I don't trust this woman.
She was a phenomenal person. She was funny. She was a girl's girl. She would make sure you got home if you went out drinking. She was about black women. She was about her black people. So all this stuff about her being with a white man.
If she was about black people, again, what is she doing here? What she just did right there is a clear contradiction. Ashlee was a swirler. So for her to say she was about black people, we're not going to have that lie come from her mouth. Ashlee loved white men. That's a fact. If she loved her people, she would be seeking a black man. Period. So what she's doing here is gaslighting the viewers to paint it as if though Ashlee was out here promoting black unity, black family, black marriages. No, that wasn't the case.
Like that, but she was a phenomenal person. She was funny. She was a girl's girl. She would make sure you got home if you went out drinking. She was about black women. She was about her black people. So all this stuff about her being with a white man, okay, that's who she chose to be with.
And you could tell that she also loves white men. If you can't see that, then something wrong with you. She don't like black men. I know she don't. So a lot of her hate, when she talk about people talking about Ashlee, she's really targeting black men. She's not talking about women. She's talking about black men that might be on social media bashing Ashlee. You understand? But we know she don't like black men. We know that.
You guys are pulling up messages from back in 2011, 2013, when she was still a child. She's worked hard for where she is.
But you're not in any photos with her. I don't see you in any photos with her. You claim you're her good friend, but there's nothing of you two together. So why would we trust you? Why would we trust you? This woman been jealous of Ashlee. She want to replace Ashlee. And for all we know, she probably had an affair with Joe. She probably been sleeping with Joe. Low key. I mean, look at her face. Do you trust her? I don't trust her. She looks sneaky. Her eyes says it all. Her eyes don't match her mouth. That's how you know when somebody's lying.
Just because you can't relate to her doesn't mean you should dehumanize her, right?
Nobody dehumanize her. We're fighting for her justice. I don't believe that she deserved to die. Even if she's a swirler, even if she loves white men more than black men, even if she's chasing the bag, none of that stuff have anything to do with me. So why would I be bashing her because of her preferences? I don't care. But what we're going to not do is play into that game. We're trying to focus on who actually benefited from killing her and why so many people are defending Joe. Why? He's a suspect. They were fighting. If you're her friend, wouldn't you want to know what they were fighting for? Wouldn't you want to know what he did or what she did? You understand? They claim that they found her in a closet hanging. Where's all the photos? Proof. For all we know, this girl was beaten badly. Beaten to a pulp. And they won't show it. And that could be the reason why this process is taking even longer, because of the amount of abuse that she suffered. This woman don't sound like no friend, guys. A real friend would be emotionally out of control. Some of you ladies that may have experienced a loss of a friend, you couldn't hold back the tears. This woman is not crying. This woman is not, she's not showing no emotion. There's no emotion, guys. She don't sound like she lost a friend at all.
He's talking about dehumanizing people across the fucking world in genocides, but we dehumanize this person because they don't live a lifestyle. Hold on. Because they don't live a lifestyle that you agree with, or they both loved each other.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong.
She said they both loved each other. That's a damn lie. Joe did not love Ashlee. Joe is a demon. He did not love her. If he loved her, why the family set up a GoFundMe? The family is busy hustling y'all. I told y'all stop giving money to that GoFundMe, but y'all don't listen. Y'all still out here doing goofy stuff, sending all your hard-earned money to a GoFundMe. Ashlee is gone. No amount of money bringing her back. And the family is not doing anything but paying their bills. That's it. Do you understand me? Stop sending money to a GoFundMe. Every time I do videos like this, I keep telling you guys, the first sign of a red flag, the family starts a GoFundMe. Every single time. And when they do this, nothing happens. Steven Twitch Boss family set up a GoFundMe. They didn't use the money yet for the investigation. What are they doing with the money? Living their life. Because after Twitch died, the family never received nothing from Twitch estate. All of his money and wealth went to the white woman. She took everything, guys. Everything that man worked for. She got it all. And her family, his mama, didn't get nothing. She left them broke. Completely broke.
Let's allow the police to do their job. Fine. Let's allow the police to do their job instead of jumping to conclusions.
She's telling us to let the police do their job rather than us jumping to conclusions. Does that sound like a friend? Does that sound like somebody that care about their friend dying, guys? She's working with Joe. She been paid, bro. Y'all gotta listen, man. let me cool down for a little bit. Social media is a powerful tool. It is used by the mainstream media to shape public opinion, public thought. In this particular case of Ashlee Jenae, Ashlee Robinson, the powers that be know that social media can be used as a tool to influence people to not judge Joe McCann. So what better way than to put her as the face, the voice of reason, to calm everybody down. Don't judge Joe. He's a good guy. They were in love. Don't listen to this woman. This woman sounds like a paid actress, someone who may have been paid by Joe to come on social media to do this foolishness in order to make people look at blaming somebody else rather than Joe. If you're new to the platform, guys, make sure you hit that like button. You got 300, almost 400 people. Hit that like button. Support the show.
Let's think about this for a second. Let's play this hypothetical theory of a game, right? I'm going to turn back around because this is a busy road over here. Let's play this game. The same way that the entire internet is showing hate.
No, the internet is not showing hate. No, the internet is using their brain to put the puzzle together. You are showing hate towards Ashlee because you're telling us not to judge Joe.
Envy. Hi. Hello.
No hello. That smile was fake. Look, guys, let me show you this. Let me show you this. That's fake. That's a fake smile. Let me wind it back, because that dog already know she's full of crap. Let me play it again. Watch this. Watch the dog.
Envy. Hi. Hello. Hate. Envy.
You see how her face went from smiling, then it went back serious? I want you to see how it switches up so you can see how the demon that is in her, because there's a demon in her. I want you to see how it switch up. Watch this. Let me wind it back. Watch how quick her face go from smiling back to mean mugging.
Showing hate, envy. Hi. Hello. Hate, envy, jealousy.
You see that?
At this beautiful, successful black woman and her. Hi. Hello. Hate, envy, jealousy.
Nobody is jealous of Ashlee. I cannot stand when people do that. Why do people always do that? Why do people always go around saying we're jealous of Ashlee? Jealous of what? What are we jealous of? This doesn't make any sense, guys. I cannot stand when people do that. They always say somebody's jealous of somebody.
At this beautiful, successful black woman and her age gap successful partner. Because mind you,
who lied about his age. The media's portraying him as, I think, what was his age? The media said is 43. Put it in the live chat. The media is saying that he's 43. That's a lie. That's a lie. Fam, I'm 48. I'm 48. Please explain to me how the white man is 43. Man, stop the cap. That dude is like 55, 56 years old. They lying, bro. Or he lied to Ashlee to appear like a younger guy, right? To pull her in. That's probably what happened. Let's go.
And her age gap successful partner. Because mind you, Ashlee was also doing her own thing. She had her own life outside of Joe. They added to each other's lives. consider that. We don't know what happened. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying allow the cards to play out.
You're saying that he didn't do it. By you saying let the cards play out, not to judge Joe. You already done cleared his name. You're saying he didn't do it. You're saying let's not judge Joe.
Because if he didn't do it, then not only are you guys dehumanizing Ashlee, whose life was taken away from her potentially, but then also the man who I'm sure if he had no hand in this.
Whoa. She said Joe had no hand in this. How's she know that? How's she know that, guys? How does this woman know that Joe had no hand in this? I told you, she's working with Joe. She's working with him. She got paid, guys. Watch this. She got paid under the table.
Humanizing Ashlee, whose life was taken away from her potentially, but then also the man who I'm sure if he had no hand in this, he's grieving terribly and he's gonna come to the conclusion, look how much his life was ruined when it was supposed to be the best experience of his life.
She's worried about Joe's life being ruined when her friend is dead. Y'all still believe that this woman is her friend? She's protecting Joe. Her mission was to protect Joe under the guise of being Ashlee's friend. This is crazy. Imagine you had a friend like this, guys. This is your friend. Ladies, imagine this woman is your friend. You lost your life rather than her be on social media defending you, having your back. She's helping to defend the alleged killer. Why? Because maybe she want to get with Joe or was already with Joe. Low key. Joe got enough money, he could have been with this woman too. He could have been with Ashlee and he could have been with this woman. And she's happy that Ashlee's out of the way. Never know who your friends really are.
Saying is we don't know, let's not jump to conclusions. Okay? Now consider this. All this envy and hate in the world, what if somebody's seen this beautiful chocolate woman being proposed to by her older, very wealthy partner?
Why would somebody want to harm Ashlee because a man proposed to her? That's not a reason for somebody to unalive her. That's dumb. You have a lot of dudes that propose to women and the women don't end up getting killed. You know what I mean? This doesn't make any sense, guys. No sense whatsoever.
You seen that picture of her feeding the giraffe with those evil eyes watching her? The same way that I see.
So, hold up. So you're telling us that when Ashlee was feeding the giraffes and the zebras and all of that, that the evil eyes in Africa was watching her? So you're accusing the people in Africa of being jealous of Ashlee, so they set it up to take her out? Do you see how she's switching the narrative? Do you see how she want us to remove blame from Joe Schmo and put it on the staff at the hotel? Now, I believe everybody involved. I believe the hotel had something to do with it, the cover up, the police, and Joe. You know what I mean? And this is what she's doing. She's literally building a case to protect Joe, the interests of Joe, while not even defending Ashlee. She haven't defended Ashlee yet. Nope. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button, guys.
Those evil eyes watching her, the same way that I see the evil eyes on the internet condemning her. When she's a victim, potentially.
She's a victim, yes. We haven't condemned Ashlee over here at Ringo TV Reactions. We haven't condemned her. You understand? She's a victim. At the same time, Ashlee did make a choice. And if women are to learn anything from Ashlee's death, is the grass is not greener on the other side. You might feel that if you find yourself a white man who got money, he's better than us brothers. We're just a bunch of losers and zesty and dusty. You know what they say on Miss Sprinkle's page, all of that goofy stuff. You might feel that the grass is greener, but you might learn that that man you put all your trust in, he might end up taking you out. You know, you could lose your life from either man, black or white. It doesn't really matter. You got to get to know a man for who he is, and vice versa. A man got to know a woman for who she is, because sometimes you could be dating somebody, and in the beginning everything is cool, and then next minute a demon come out of that person to unalive you. So you don't judge a book by how it looked. You know, a lot of times us brothers, we get in trouble when it comes to dating because we'll get with a woman because of how she looked. Shorty looking good, she's sexy, she got a fine body. Man, she looking bad, bruh. And then when you get her, you find out that she's a demon. You find out that she got devils inside of her, and it destroys your mind, it destroys your soul. You don't want to get into a situation like that. So let's get back to the content. Let's play the tape. Let's go.
I knew Ashlee. I didn't know her to do something like this. So I might be leaning more into something happened to her. But this is all speculation.
So she believed that something happened to her. She know that something happened to her, but for some reason, she don't want to believe that Joe did it. She want you to believe that somebody else did it. Let's go.
This is just from the person that I knew her to be. This isn't like her. She's not one to put up with someone mistreating her. So I don't know. I just know that you guys know less than I do, and I've known her for years.
So she's saying that she's better than us, and she knows more than us, and we're not allowed to think. We're not allowed to speculate. We're not allowed to judge. We should just listen to her because she knows more than us. No, this woman is jealous of Ashlee. Look at her face, guys. Look at that woman's face. Do that look like a woman who just lost her friend? No. That's a woman who is happy that Ashlee is gone. Because now she get to inbox Joe and say, "Hey Joe, how you doing? You need somebody to talk to? I know you're grieving. I'm here for you. I'm Ashlee's friend." That's what she's there for. She want to replace Ashlee. Do you see that, guys? This woman looked like she got a demon. I can see it. Some of you guys, you'll get caught up by how she look, and nah, fam, I don't want nothing to do with a woman like this, bro. I can see the devil right away. And it has nothing to do with her being black. It has nothing to do with that. What we're dealing with is energy. When you look at people, right? And a lot of you ladies, you got to pick up on this too. A lot of times, a dude can pull up on you. "Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? My name is so-and-so and so." You're supposed to be able to read him. You're supposed to have discernment. You're supposed to be able to feel the energy and be like, "Nah, this dude, something's off. Just by the way he moving. I gotta go. I don't got no time." Because your intuition is telling you something wrong with this man. He got demons in him. He's weird. Something wrong upstairs. He probably was sent to do something to you. He looked like he'll crash out. Your heart an alarm got to go off to warn you. See, a lot of men, we think logically. So when we look at situations, we look at the logical explanation for what is what. Women judge everything based on emotion. And a lot of times, emotion is what get women in trouble. In this particular case with Ashlee. Ashlee felt that Joe was the man, the prize. I mean, this man is rich, crypto, rich. Man, he's white. He got connections. She's already living a luxury lifestyle. She hit the jackpot. So all her followers, they're happy, right? Of course, she got some people that were genuinely happy for her. Not everybody hated her. She got people that love her. Then she got people that hate her. We all got them, right? So in her heart, she didn't think anything negative of Joe. She didn't. But something happened on that trip that changed her mind. Something happened on that trip that changed her mind. And I saw the video with Kevin Gates. Again, it don't look good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to really go there yet. I'm kind of trying to just stick to one topic at a time. But there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that's going down. It don't look good. But I don't want to pass judgment on issues that don't pertain to the actual topic. Because when was she with Gates? What was the context behind that? Get what I'm saying? So I don't want to jump into, they were dating, or, he did this, and, she's in the industry. I don't want to go into all of that stuff. Sometimes it could just be a video where they were doing business, or maybe she was in a music video, or, she did some work. It is what it is. That has nothing to do with her death. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times what content creators do, and I try to stay away from that stuff, is they follow the trends of what they see other people do. So if they see other people focusing on Kevin Gates and Ashlee, and they pile on all of this other mess to sensationalize stories in order to get clicks and views. I'm trying to focus on what happened to this woman that caused her death. So whatever was going on with Kevin Gates, that has nothing to do with this situation. We could talk about that another time. What I want to focus on is who is Joe and why Joe is not speaking in regards to this death. We're not going to be distracted by Kevin Gates and Ashlee. For all you know, they did business. Maybe they dated in the past. I don't know how long ago these videos were. I don't jump on board those bandwagons. We don't do that over here. We stay primarily on topic. We don't go to the right, to the left, whatever. We don't do all of that stuff. So this woman claimed that she's Ashlee's friend. And she's telling us not to judge Joe McCann. Because basically she's saying he's innocent. She's saying that these two were in love. Well, if they're in love, why are they fighting? Why are they fighting? I'm not saying that you can't have an argument, because married couples, they argue. But these two had a domestic issue, and the police was never called. They were separated. They don't do that type of stuff, gang. Ashlee wanted to leave. If anything, Ashlee wanted to leave, and they probably held her hostage at that hotel. Ain't no telling, man. They probably locked her in the room. They probably did something to that woman that made her literally lose it. Ain't no telling how they did it, man, because an evil hand had to be involved. A woman just don't go to Africa, celebrate her 31st birthday, get engaged, contact her parents, and then take her life. No, I don't believe that one bit. Nah, and you got money? And you celebrating? Nah, fam. Nah, bro, you gotta live your life. If you just now got into money and you living it up, bro, you gotta travel the world, man. Most of us never even traveled nowhere. We don't even know what's outside the world, man. We don't even know. So why would you want to unalive yourself? That's like the worst thing you can possibly do. Really? It got that bad that you feel unaliving yourself? She had it made, guys. That's like when they said Steven Twitch Boss that he took his life. Bro, that's a lie. I covered the case with Stephen Twitch Boss. I have the best videos right now on YouTube in regards to the Stephen Twitch Boss case. The best. I was the main one on the front line speaking on that case. I already solved the story. It was an inside job. Allison Hawker is also responsible for the situation that happened to her husband. And she basically packed him up, never fought for justice, never fought for an internal investigation. She believed the narrative that he went to a hotel to take his life. Why? Twitch was successful. He had a good family, beautiful children, a wife, multiple opportunities and businesses. Why would he want to end his life? The dance community loved Twitch. That man was a legend in the dance community. Everybody knew him. Why would he want to end it all? Every time you have someone who is successful, it doesn't matter if they're black or white, they always place them in a hotel and claim they took their life, man. We see this all the time, guys. There gotta come a time where we say enough is enough. I'm tired of hearing the same old, where you guys keep saying that people taking their life in a hotel. You know? I'm tired of people saying that. Who they did that to also? What's that woman? A rapper woman. I think they said she took her life too. Was it Gangsta Boo? I'm not sure if it was Gangsta. I know I did a video about it, but they keep saying that everybody's taking their life. Didn't she marry the dude already? Didn't she marry the dude? Didn't Allison Hawker marry the white guy already? Because based on what I'm seeing, Allison was basically cheating with that dude. You understand? While she was with Twitch, that dude already was around, guys. Listen, I solved the puzzle already. Twitch found out about that guy. Somebody did him in at the hotel. Again, I already covered the case with Stephen Twitch Boss. We still got to go back to the files and find out what the family is doing. But how come the family never fought for the hotel footage? Why we never seen the footage of Twitch coming to the hotel so we can see a timeline of events? They never showed us none of this stuff. I've been putting pressure on that case. The family never did nothing. But they sure enough put up a GoFundMe to get paid, talking about they trying to hire attorneys to go after Allison Hawker for putting out that book, claiming that Stephen Twitch Boss was a pedophile. You know? It's not cool, man. It's not cool at all what's going on, bro. But this woman here, this woman was paid to create a narrative that she's Ashlee's friend. Where are all of Ashlee's friends? Think about that, guys. Excuse me. Where are all of Ashlee's real friends? Her real friends, where are they? Where's all the people that she did business with? Why everybody that knew Ashlee is not taking it to social media to speak about their friend? I tell you, man, this world is cold. That's why I always say, gang, I'm here today. Ringo TV. You see me on camera. God forbid something happen to me, I'm no longer in the world. If you see any of these YouTubers making videos talking about, yo, salute, man, RIP, Ringo TV, man, dude was a legend in the game, bro, a pioneer. Fuck y'all, bro. Y'all don't even fucking shout me out. Y'all don't ever show love. Y'all don't ever acknowledge me. So don't ever make videos. And don't ever listen to anybody that claim they my friend. I don't got no friends. So if you see anybody saying, oh, that's my friend, no, they not. Had to make sure I pull that out. Make you understand that. Keep it real. Keep it hot. Because I don't want nobody being deceived by a bunch of clout chasers. You know, clout chasers like this, claiming that they friends. Ain't nobody my friend, bro. Nobody. If you ain't showing no love, real love. If we ain't break bread, if you ain't meet my fam, if you ain't pull up, we ain't friends, fam. We ain't friends, we just associates. I know of you, we chit chat, but we haven't broke bread. This woman calling Ashlee her friend, she's not her friend, man. What friend would be defending the killer? Allegedly. You know? Yeah. Let me get back to this. Let me go.
Know of Joe. I knew personally. I knew Ashlee. And all I'm saying is that a lot of questions are up in the air. Don't blame anybody, because for all we know, it was hotel staff that separated them. What about that?
Wow, so she just blamed the hotel. She told us not to blame Joe and not to rush to judgment, but she just blamed the hotel. This is what I'm saying, guys. They're shifting blame. Everybody's shifting blame. We need to bring all of these people in for questioning. This woman is a suspect, Joe is a suspect, and Ashlee's family is a suspect. I don't trust Ashlee's family. That GoFundMe is questionable. When I saw them on the news media, I didn't see no tears flowing. You just lost your daughter. You ain't crying? Her pops, he not crying? Where the relatives? Where's the family? Where's the wailing? Where's the grieving? I don't see none of that, bro. No emotion. Do you understand me? You gotta look at things for what they are, fam. Don't let people deceive you. We live in an evil world. A lot of you folks that are listening right now, did you listen to me a few minutes ago when I was just flipping by letting you know, don't listen to nobody claiming they my friend. Don't listen to content creators that come with RIP videos. They're all hypocrites. Because why? While I'm alive, they don't show me no love. While I'm living, they don't show no love. So why, if I'm gone, you want to make a damn RIP video? Yo, salute to the legend, Ringo T. Man, stop it. You see anybody making videos, you shut them down. You call them out. Don't even watch their videos. Thumb that video down. Because they're just clout chasing off a situation. Real talk. You know? Yeah, a friend is a strong word. And a lot of people call people a friend, and you just got a bunch of associates. A lot of y'all need to literally cut people off right now. It's spring cleaning time. Cut these people off, bro. A lot of these people are not your friends. Real friends stick closer than brothers. Do you get that? A friend stick closer than a brother. You can fall out with your blood brother and have an issue with family members, but a friend stick closer than your own family. A real friend, a ride or die friend, will be there in the trenches with you when you're going through. That ain't a title you just put on anybody, y'all. Stop calling everybody your friend. You understand? Everybody is not riding with you. A lot of y'all learned this the hard way, bro. People betrayed you, turned against you. They tried to plot on you. Man, they did everything in their power to destroy you, man. Some of y'all made it from the darkest places in your life, where people from your family, your friends, were coming out of the woodworks from every angle trying to destroy you. When you were at the bottom, needing all the help, calling everybody, bro, Hey, bro, I really need help, bruh. Hey, sis, damn, I'm going through. Could you? And everybody denied you. Everybody denied you. And you had to suffer. Damn near got evicted, lost your car, lost your job, and then you were able to bounce back. Some of you are still recovering from the damage. And all of those people that you thought were your friends, family, they all betrayed you. They all betrayed you, man. That's why you got to be careful. This situation with Ashlee could have been avoided. It could have been avoided if Ashlee understood how to read energy. It is very important to understand energy, guys. Now, most men, their weakness is the beauty of a woman. The beauty of a woman will get a man. For women, it's the lifestyle. A man that got money, a man that got nice cars, property. He's able to travel. Those type of things intrigues women. It lures them in. A well-dressed man, a man of means, a man of power. It pulls women in. But energy, when you understand it, you know how to remove yourself. Let's create a scenario to test your energy. You need gas for your car. You're in a 2025, 2026 Hellcat. Fully modded. Everything is good. You don't got your Second Amendment with you, but you're traveling with your girl and you need gas. You pull into the gas station and it's just a bunch of crowd. It's just crazy. Everybody drinking, everybody wilding, and you got to go inside to deal with the people in there in order to get the gas. It's not like the ones where you go out here and you tap, pay, whatever. Once you pull into that gas station, your intuition, your discernment of energy supposed to kick in. You're in a highly sought after car. Everybody that's at that gas station is a suspect. It looks weird. It looks like a place of danger. Something in you should be able to tell you, let me go to another gas station. It has nothing to do with being afraid. It has to do with being smart, because you're outnumbered. You're in an unsafe environment. You're with your woman. You got to go inside and leave her in the car. Ain't no telling what could go on. And you don't have a Second Amendment with you. It's one thing if you have your Second Amendment. But under those circumstances, you have to be wise. Go to another gas station. Don't stop there. Read the energy. The energy is off. You can feel it. The jealousy. As soon as you pull up with that car, jealousy kicks in. Who that? Somebody going to try you. Somebody may test you. The possibility is there. What are you going to do? Energy. Read it. Sometimes you could walk into a store and the energy is off. It could be one guy at the register and you're standing there and the cashier is looking weird. The guy is looking back at you and you're like, what the heck is going on? You know what? Let me get out of here. He's about to hold up the store. He's about to rob the store. The energy is off. You're supposed to pick up on that. I can pick up on energy so easy. Easy. I could tell when something's going to pop off. Call it a New York thing. In New York, every New Yorker know what I'm talking about. If we have any New Yorkers in the building, put a 1 in the chat. You know what I'm talking about. Every New Yorker have this built-in system that just let them know automatically that something about to pop off. Let me get out of the way. Something about to go down. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, yo, I'm out, dog. You out? Yeah, man. I'm getting out of here, bro. You should too, bro. Wow, what's good? Nah, man. You know, you don't sense that in the air, bro? Like, it's kind of crazy right now. You don't see what's like moving, like people moving kind of funny right now, bro. You see it? Oh, yeah, bro. I see what you're saying, man. Yeah, I'm out too, bro. All right, man. I'll catch you later on, bro. Next minute, we hear 2 bodies out there. Next minute, we hear 2 bodies out here now. You know? Because we recognize that something ain't right. And here's the thing. In the hood, right? If something about to go down, it's not that you're the target. You're not the target, but sometimes you can get hit in the crossfire. Normally in the hood, when something about to go down, a dude is going after his op, the ops are coming through, whatever the case is, it's not about you. Nobody's targeting you. You don't really got anything to be afraid of, but you got to be smart. Bullets, they just fly. You get what I mean? So you got to move your kids out the way. There have been times where kids were outside, and this is like back in the days when I was a young brother in the hood, and I don't think I wasn't a teenager yet, and I can recall the drug dealers, the thugs and killers, they would be outside, and before things went down, they would tell us go inside. They would be like, yo, get out of here, get out the arcade room, go home. Why, my game? Go home. So we went home. Next minute, bodies are outside. You know, they were looking out for us. We didn't have that understanding of how to read the signs. But as you get older, you start to know. It's just like how you know when it's going to rain. You can smell it. Smell like it's about to rain. You look at the clouds. Yep. Look like it's going to rain soon, man. Hey, carry an umbrella. It ain't going to rain. It said it's going to be sunny today. All right, don't carry an umbrella. But don't say I didn't tell you so. Next minute the rain come. Should have took your umbrella. I told you. So, the same way I'm saying all of that, Ashlee had the devil with her. That guy is dark. There's a lot of information out there on this man. We're going to talk about it. That man is evil. And she didn't know. She didn't know. Could it be her age? It could be. Remember, he's an older gentleman. So, well, I shouldn't even say gentleman. But he's an older man. He's most likely in his 50s, mid-50s. He's not 43, 44. He's in his mid-50s. I'm 48. There's no way that white man is 43. No. He's about 55, 56. Or older. I would go as far 57. He's between 55, 57. That's a fact. We're going to find out more info and get his real age. And if he was younger, he got to be about 53. That's the lowest I give him. 53. But he's not in his 40s. He's not. He's not in his 40s. I don't know why the media is lying. Shout out to Deborah for the 5. Says, you cooking. Speaking facts, Ringo. Thank you. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. If you guys are new, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like my content. If you support the work, be sure to hit the like button. Shout out to Forever Studios, Caramel, Kimmy Kim in the building. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the regulars that come through, the members that come through. If you're new, appreciate you stopping by. Make yourself a home. We're dealing with the topic of Ashlee Jenae's friend. Or at least she claimed that she's her friend. I don't believe that's her friend. I believe she's clout chasing, or she was sent by the devil, sent by Joe to do damage control for him. She's claiming that we shouldn't judge Joe and we should just kind of wait things out. No, we got to judge, and we got to put the puzzle together because the media is lying. We the people know that Ashlee was murdered. We know this. We don't even need to see nothing. We already know. Especially Ussens. Ussens, we already know Ashlee was murdered. We know already. We don't even need to see nothing. We already know. It's a built-in system. Guys, all of you have this ability. It's not just me. Some of y'all just haven't tapped into your power where you just know. It's red flags all over this story. A lot of suspects, man. It's crazy, man. He haven't spoken because he's guilty. The media is working with this man, guys. The media is trying to help him. I don't know who this man is, bro. But he got power. He got power, fam. He got connections. He know people. Ain't no telling how many phone calls he made to clear his name. But as long as we keep that pressure going, it's going to bring about the truth. What we need is people that are in Ashlee's family that haven't been compromised to come into the public eye, the public light, and demand that Joe speaks. I'm talking about the family supposed to be doing this. I don't even know why they're not. And this is why I've said they're busy getting paid right now. Why the family haven't come out demanding that Joe talk about what happened to their daughter. If you got engaged to this woman, where is the love, the empathy, the compassion for the family that need answers? Why this man haven't come forward? He's guilty, man. He is guilty. Do you understand me? He know what happened to Ashlee. And it's sad that this happened overseas. They always take black women overseas to unalive them. This is why, as a black woman or any woman, be careful when you go overseas, man. You guys don't understand. When you go overseas, y'all be thinking that like y'all invincible. You're in a whole nother land, far away from home, far away from protection. My goodness, man. Like I said, gang, ain't no telling what they did to that woman. Ain't no telling what they did to her, man. What kind of rituals, what kind of experiments. Ain't no telling what they did to this woman. What if Joe did something with Ashlee that involves other men and then unalived her? You got to look at everything, man, that can possibly be done. Some of the most sick, diabolical things that a demon can do. You got to think about this. He could have lured her in to other men that are in Africa, other high-profile, rich men. And these men could have had their way with this young woman. And nobody knows. She could have been drugged, gang violated, you know what I mean. And all of this could have been done at a hotel. And I ain't saying that she took her life, because I don't believe that. But what if that was forced? Just think about that. What if her circumstances were so bad that the only way out was to check out? What if Joe put her in a situation that was so bad, there was no way to go, and she had only one way out? No phone, no way to contact nobody for help. And then they just played it as, oh, we found her in a hotel. The family need to see the body. That body need many tests to be done. They got to be tests on her private. They got to be tests on every area of her body for bruising, trauma, forced entry, you name it. Everything supposed to be tested. Because this kind of story, the way they painted this narrative, like she just was in a hotel room hanging on. Nah, man, something happened to her that was diabolical, fam. Something happened to her, man. Bad, real bad. And it needs to be dealt with. It needs to be dealt with, guys. We cannot just let this one go away. Nope. We can't let this one go away and then the perpetrators end up getting away. Nope. Can't have that. Let me shout out these super chats. Give me a minute. Let me see what we got. Shout out to Robin. Robin, shout out to you for the $10 support. Says, great to see you covering this much needed topic. That seems to be fading away on social media. Bless you. Appreciate you stopping by, supporting the show. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. When we do these kind of topics, we don't let a topic just fade away. We keep the topic alive. We actually share commentary that makes sense to cause the community to share their thoughts, because a lot of you have the same thoughts, and this is the only way to bring awareness to this particular case, because there's a lot of things that's happening in the world. There's other topics I could be talking about, but I'm trying not to get distracted from the urgency of speaking life into a situation that people are trying to cover up. They want this to go away. I'm looking at some of the blogs, some of the other platforms. People are saying, man, y'all still talking about this? And I'm like, wow. So this woman was murdered and you don't like people talking about it? So you just want to move on now, right? Okay, cool. That don't even make no sense. Let me see what we got. Shout out to, is that Miss Tuskegee? Shout out to you for the $1.99. Let me see. It says those look like two different white men. You said those look like two different white men. I'm not sure what you're saying, but if you can explain, that would be helpful. Unless you're talking about Joe, that I guess he's probably a chameleon. You know what I'm saying? Could be the same man, but he switched. He have different demons that are in him that switch up. His facial expressions. There's a lot of people like that. You know? But I don't believe this woman that claims she's Ashlee's friend. I think that she was sent to defend Joe, to change the narrative, to make us not look at him as a guilty party in this case. Joe McCann is guilty. And I believe that he will be in prison. It's going to take a little time, but eventually we just have to keep the pressure going, man. It's up to everybody that's involved in terms of those of you that view the content, share the content, keep the conversation alive. Hopefully the family will stop being greedy for money and actually do what is necessary. You guys gave them over $63,000 and they're not doing anything to bring justice for Ashlee. I'm here doing content that is breaking down the entire situation. Why the family isn't pushing for everything to be done. Contacting attorneys, this, that, making real noise. Where's Ben Crump? Where's Ben Crump, guys? I tell you, man. Anytime you see Ben Crump, it's always when there's a crime in the United States of a white person doing something to a black person. Then you see Ben Crump come around. Okay, where's Ben Crump in this situation? Why Ben Crump is not taking the case? Why we don't see him with the family saying we're going to do what we got to do to bring justice? Even he's not on the case, guys. That's a red flag, man. When you don't see Ben Crump pull up, he don't see no financial value in it, which means there's no money to be made. Remember, everything is about money. So the reason why we probably don't see no high-profile attorneys taking this case is because they don't see no money because of the laws that govern the country in which it was in, and all the legalities, and it's difficult. So they probably like, look, man, I ain't even taking the case. That's why we don't see him. Because under normal circumstances, Ben Crump would be there. You know what I mean? He would be right there by the family side, like, yo, we ain't gonna let this one slide. Not only are we gonna get justice, but we're gonna make sure that the family gets something too. Because if it come to find out that Joe murdered this woman, oh, they're gonna be paying that family. They're gonna be paying the family. Best believe. And he's gonna lose everything. He's gonna serve life in prison. This can be done. We can bring a lot of heat, a lot of attention, guys, but it's gonna take everybody involved to get the message out there. Like, the amount of energy I put into these videos, I have been thus far 100% fair and balanced in my content. You haven't heard me bashing this woman. I may have shared some criticism, but no bashing. Because what I'm trying to do is focus only on the case, not the stuff that distract us, that keep us fighting. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all of that fighting stuff on social media. I'm trying to focus on the content so the viewers get what they came here for. Whatchamacallit, black women versus black men, the swirler movement, bashing. I don't got time for all that goofy stuff. Let's just focus on what is going on with the case and how justice can be brought to the situation with Ashlee. You understand? Because where's Joe? Why Joe is not speaking? Imagine you were Joe. Imagine you was Ashlee's father, and you know that this man proposed to your daughter, and you're aware of that. And now that she's dead, that very same man that proposed to your daughter is nowhere to be found. Fam, I'm hunting you down, dog. I'm personally hunting you down. That's just me, Ringo TV. You know, my opinions is my opinions. That don't apply to none of y'all. But this is just me. You proposed to my daughter, claim you engaged, and then she turn up, God forbid, unalive. I'm coming for you. I'm not waiting for law enforcement. I'm not waiting for no trials. I'm not waiting for nothing, fam. I'm coming for you. You got to answer for that. That's my daughter, bro. So I'm trying to figure out for the life of me how the father is not showing no anger, no emotion, no love for his daughter. Whereas he want to deal and speak to this man face to face. You got to face me, dog. You got to face me, man. My daughter dead, you were on a trip with her. You got to answer to me, man. I'm going to take that trip. I'm going to come see you. I'm going to find you. We got to talk, man to man, face to face. You ain't going to be ducking and hiding and my daughter dead, bro. See, this is why when I look at this story, it don't add up, man. it's not showing a family that loved their daughter. A father would go crazy. His baby girl dead. And the man that was engaged is not calling them, not speaking to them. Oh, so we enemies now? All right, cool. All right. Now I know I got everything I need to know. Actions speak louder than words. By Joe not speaking, his action spoke louder than words. I don't even need to talk to him now. But I'm going to come see you. That's right. The family going to come see you. We're going to have a nice little sit down and find out what went wrong and why my daughter dead. You understand? So, as long as the pressure remain, if the family start to really do their job and really stop focusing on getting money and begin to call for a real internal investigation in regards to this case, get the hotel footage, phone records, emails, phone calls, anything, who Ashlee spoke to during the trip, anybody she may have emailed, text. Same thing for Joe. Anybody he may have emailed, text, spoke with, we need to bring all those people in for questioning. All the hotel staff. Everybody. The family needs to be going to town on this case. Because if they just ignore all of this stuff, that means they were just in it to get some GoFundMe money. And then on top of that, once they sort everything with the daughter and they get the body back in the United States and they go through all the paperwork, they'll be able to end up getting her money too. So not only did they get your GoFundMe money, but eventually they're going to get whatever money she got. That's why I told you guys don't give them no money. But y'all don't listen to me. Y'all still with all this emotional stuff. And I tell you, I did these kind of cases many, many times, and I see the same MO. First thing first, they always start that GoFundMe. The goal was $50,000. Now they up to $62,000, $63,000. Come on, man. They milking the system, y'all. Right. They need a GoFundMe, but Ashlee was a millionaire. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. She just really started to get to the bag, to be honest. I mean, she was already living it up, you know, but she just started to get to the bag, you know what I mean? And because here's the thing is, you have a lot of women that are doing their thing in today's day, and you know, they get into the bag, they getting their money. And it's nothing for you brothers to be jealous of, man. If you got a woman that's getting to the bag, she getting paid, she doing her thing, and you get with a woman like that, you just got to respect her hustle at the end of the day. Don't try to suppress a woman that's getting to the bag, bro. She might have more hustle in her than you. It is what it is, man. We in a whole different time. It ain't nothing to be feeling insecure about. Oh, well, you know, I'm supposed to be the man. I'm supposed to be the breadwinner. Bro, if you got a woman who's a go-getter and she out here winning, if anything you could do is learn some game, bro. But don't try to get jealous and try to stop her shine. You know what I'm saying? Don't get into that type of stuff. But it's just sad that her life was cut short over something we may never even know about because nobody's pushing for it. The family got to be pushing for Joe. You guys, listen, I don't know what y'all guys doing, man, in Ashlee's family, man. If you already got this GoFundMe money, why you not in Africa? Why the family not in Africa right now? Why the family haven't linked up with Joe yet? Come on, man. They all in it, man. They playing with y'all, bro. For all we know, Joe probably reached out to the family and was like, look, guys, I'll take care of y'all on the back end. I'm going to give you guys some money. I just don't want nothing in social media. Let's just kind of keep everything cool. I'm going to settle with you guys, give you guys a couple of millions, probably break you off like $2 million. We're gonna take care of the funeral. I just don't want anything on social media, man. You know, just stay quiet. Don't let them lure you in. Ain't no telling what kind of deals, bro, is being made under the table. That's the power of money, man. Some people could be bought. I can't be bought, guys. I can't. Sorry. I just can't do that, bro. I got integrity, man. I'm a man of good character. Everybody needs support. Everybody want to win. But being bought, nah, I can't do that, bro. I'd rather lose everything than be bought. That's just not in me to do that. No. But maybe the family got bought by Joe already. That's why they're not making no moves. They probably got bought already. You know? I don't understand this, man. The mother wasn't shedding no tears. The father wasn't crying. It looked like they were acting when they were on the media. It looked like they were literally crisis actors. Like they're not even the parents. It's almost like they're not even the blood parents of Ashlee. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, guys, we're going to get up on out of here. I was supposed to come on at around 10. I think I'm going to go live. Like when I do these shows, it's going to be about 10 p.m. I think that's a good time. I think that's a good time to come on around 10 p.m. at night for this particular show. If I go live in the day, it'll probably be a different type of live stream. But for this particular show, I think I'll do them at 10 p.m. at night. I think that's kind of like the sweet spot of when to go live for this particular topic. Right? Excuse me. So we're going to do a little more research and talk about this story, man. Keep that fan on the flame. Because this is just like the Shanquella Robinson case, man. And it so happened her last name is Robinson. So it's like, wow. Isn't that amazing? But yeah, the woman that we reviewed her video, don't trust her. That's not her friend. That's an opportunist. You know they got weirdos that come on social media and act like they're somebody's friend and they never met them. They do it for clout. When I look at that woman video, I don't see a friend. I see an opportunist. Somebody just wants some clout. You know? Want people to look at her and think, oh, you were her friend? Wow, maybe we should support you now. Where's the proof? Where's the proof that you're her friend? Prove it. Prove it that you're her friend. You know? So, appreciate everybody stopping by. Again, if you're new to the platform, consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell for all so that when we go live, you get notified, or when I upload a video, you'll be able to catch my uploads. You just got to be safe out there. Watch your surroundings, who you hanging around. Always be mindful, guys. Judge energy when you're around people. I'm not saying to be paranoid. No. There are good people in the world. There are people that are cool. You have people in your life that really, really rock with you. Some of you got people that are riding for you. People that really believe in you. People that really support you. People that really stand with you. You got them out there. At the same time, you got other people that don't rock with you, that want to see you die. They want to see you fall. Those are the kind of people you avoid. Those people. Don't let those people in your circle. Don't let them have your energy. Don't invite them to your house because they got bad energy. There's a lot of ungodly bad people in the world, and they want to see people get hurt. You know? So we'll keep you guys posted on more content. I'm going to do some regular uploads because I know some people probably didn't catch my videos. So I'm going to upload like some shorter clips and whatnot so people are able to catch the uploads. But y'all be safe out there. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with the platform, everybody that's on the graveyard shift. on a 9 to 5 grind, late hour. Shout out to the parking attendants, the valet workers, the hotel guys, the doormen. Yeah, the truckers, all my truckers out there. Everybody that's working in the warehouses, late night hour, stocking them boxes, doing what you got to do in factories. Everybody at Amazon, UPS, FedEx, United States Parcel Service, DHL. Yeah, all the drivers, all the people that do gig work. Shout out to all of y'all on the road. Just be safe when you're driving out there. Make sure you go to the rest stop if you got to rest. And shout out to everybody in the hospitals. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might be in the hospital catching my show. It is what it is. Appreciate you too. All the teachers, all the bus drivers, everybody in the barbershops, beauty salons, retail, everybody at Walmart. And yeah, it is what it is, man. Appreciate everybody that's new. If you newly found my platform and you like my content, tell a friend. You know what I mean? Tell them about Ringo TV. And, we appreciate your support. We're grateful. So we'll catch you in the next stream, guys. Y'all go away in peace. Be blessed. Have a blessed day. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm out, guys. Peace.